good to see you.
Hello, Michelle. So good to see you too.
Really excited today because we are talking about social media. Now,
The socials.
Socials. You're a bit of an influencer, aren't you?
I wouldn't know about that. I think it's funny. I was looking back through, I was doing something last night and looked at one of the photos I put up and then just clicked like the left arrow and it suddenly went back to when I'd first joined up. So I went through all the photos I've ever posted and I thought, man, I've posted some rubbish on this. There's some terrible stuff.
I was reminiscing on the days where I used to post lots of pictures of coffee cups.
It's crucial. It's crucial for people to know.
You need to start somewhere. That's what I've been saying. Like, you have to start somewhere. And, you know, when you first started out on the socials, what did you do? What did you have?
Facebook was the first one I did. And that was even not really for work stuff at all. It was more just I had a couple of friends on it, so I jumped on, and my sister's in Perth with her boys, and so it was kind of for that as much as anything. And it still kind of is, but then it's nice to put up stuff on, you know, a new book or a book does well or something like that. And recently I just did a thing to get some book launches in schools, which was great. But you know, just Facebook, and then since then I've got Twitter and Instagram, which both of them I don't think I've ever posted anything on them.
I don't think you have, no.
Well, definitely Instagram I haven't. Twitter, I used to have it hooked up to my Facebook thing, so it would automatically just put the same thing on Twitter. But even then, I don't know. It probably sounds bad. A lot of me is just like, I can't be bothered doing all of them. Like, there's so many, and you can do so much, and you can post here and here and here and here and here and here. You know, you can spend all your energy there. And I want to spend my energy writing my books, but it's nice to have it, and I think it's important to have it there just so there's a bit of a presence there.
Yeah, and let's talk about YouTube a little bit, because that's something I guess that you have put a little bit of time and effort into it. Why did you decide YouTube? That sort of started, I don't even know. I love making videos. I actually find it really fun to make videos. And I think that's one of the keys about the social media stuff, about anything really, is doing the stuff that you just enjoy. And because then you're more likely to keep going, even if you're not necessarily getting the big views or anything like that. But doing videos, I think it started when I did one of my books, and I sort of thought, I'm going to do links to videos in the book and sort of make it a multimedia thing, which now I'm actually going to go back to with my next book. I've done it a little bit, but I'm going to do it more in the book I'm writing at the moment with QR codes, actually, because they can just go, bang, your QR code with your phone, you've got a video, and even, so I'm really looking to explore that. Yeah, basically it was to go with the book. And then I started doing some interviews on it when I was doing my zombie book, and it really kind of kicked off when I was doing a crowdfunding thing. I did a lot of videos for that, which ended up going on YouTube and on different Facebook and things like that as well. So yeah, mainly YouTube was just, well, I mean, it was obviously to try and build an audience as well, but really just kind of fun, I think, as much as anything. Yeah.
Like this I
know, right?
Hanging out and chatting.
Now, we know that you're, a handsome kind of guy, and you've got that kind of, online presence when you're doing your videos. But did you find it easy in the beginning, or was it something that you struggled with?
I almost found it easier, and almost found it easier to get the energy up on video than I do in real life, in a way. Like, it felt like to me a lot less pressure, because there's not that instant feedback of, are they liking it? Are they laughing at it? There's no pressure. You can just do whatever you want on that video and then edit it around and do things. So yeah, I actually found it quite easy. I know a lot of people find it hard to be on camera and to see themselves and to hear themselves on camera, but yeah, I found it quite easy. I'd love it. Yeah. How about you? Because you are doing the videos and things as well, and the courses and everything.
Yeah, I do struggle. Like, if there was a way I could do it without seeing myself, I think that would be great, because I'm sitting there going, oh crap, I need to get my eyebrows waxed and
Geez, I need to find a filter to hide the bags under my eyes. And so it is a little bit distracting when you're looking at yourself. But I mean, same as you, the engagement that I've got from doing video is incredible. Like it's really kind of taken it next level in a way, because people can get to know you via social media through your posts and all that. But, you know, especially now when we can't catch up, and you can't meet somebody in real life, it's the closest you can get to kind of finding out whether, you know, maybe there's somebody that you might like to work with, or hearing a little bit about the behind the scenes of the books, which I've found has been a big game changer as far as people like buying the books. Kind of like when you're at the markets and you know, people meet the author and they go, oh, you're the author, and that makes it a bit special, and they're more likely to engage with you. So it's something definitely you've got to get used to, but I think the benefits outweigh the uncomfortableness.
Definitely, they definitely do. And I mean, that's one thing I think is an opportunity to really expand on books, which I haven't really done, but that sort of behind the scenes of a book is, I mean, you know, with DVDs or movies or whatever, oh, not DVDs anymore, I mean, no one watches DVDs, but you used to get that, you know, the commentary, or you'd get the behind the scenes or the making of, or that sort of stuff. Like there's no reason we can't do that with books as well, and actually get that in there and involve as different things in the books, and do a website for books, or even a social media page for the book or the character, and have all this stuff going on. We can really, I think that it's almost untapped a little bit, that multimedia side of a book. People go, oh, book's a book. That's you've just got a book. We keep it. It doesn't have to be separate. I think we can really give the audience more than we give them with just the book.
Especially for kids. I think, you know, especially with kids that we are competing with YouTube and, you know, online, that if you've got a book that has some sort of online element, it's got to be, you know, kind of doing two things. Like it's increasing the kids' interest in the book if there's an online element, but it's also engaging them on their level, instead of just saying you must read books because books are good and we are holding on to that for bare life. You know, it's, if kids like video and we're engaging kids, then we've got to kind of step to them instead of expecting them to conform to us. That
makes perfect sense. And I think what's good about what you said is that it's not taking away from, it's not saying this is instead of books, this is adding to the books. Yeah. It's an as well as rather than instead of. And I think videos and YouTube and that can become an instead of books quite easily. But if you can make it an as well as, that's going to be a benefit to everyone. I mean, I think one of the interesting things about social media, and I think YouTube's good, things like Facebook are interesting, because even when you're talking then about doing it for the kids and what they watch, I was thinking, you know, you do stuff on Facebook, and often it's other authors and illustrators are noticing it and liking it, or your friends and family are noticing and liking it. And part of you kind of thinks, in terms of a business sort of mentality, like it's nice, but so what? If that makes sense. So yeah, I think YouTube is one that's good because kids of all ages can be on there and can access the stuff there, or doing it on a website. So yeah, getting that social media where the kids can actually see it.
And teachers are using it a lot more in the classroom too. I know I've been into a couple of schools where they have like chill time movies at lunch, or they have, or like the teachers are doing YouTube videos of like ABCs or catchy rhymey sort of stuff for the kids, and even you know, story time. So yeah, I think YouTube is something that everyone kind of has to get their head around if they want to stay current. And it's almost like you said, this untapped resource that if we can do it really well, you can almost be a bit of a pioneer with it, couldn't you, as far as being an author goes?
Yeah, definitely. And I know that at the moment, I don't know when this will get shown, but like we're both watching the Own Your Own Future Challenge at the moment, and they talk a lot about Wayne Gretzky and how, who's one of my sort of heroes as well, but how he talks about, he didn't go to where he played ice hockey, if people don't know, but he wouldn't go to where the puck was, he would go to where the puck's going, and he would be able to anticipate that. And I think we can do that with things like being that pioneer in the different areas and go, well, this is where the world's going. How can we take that and use it within the kids book industry? And I think definitely you're right. Video is one of those things, and it's one of those things that's accessible for kids. It's entertaining for kids, and that's the big thing. Making it entertaining for them is obviously the key to keep their attention. I mean, it's interesting because people think kids don't have a long attention span. If they like it, they'll watch it for ages. I remember my niece used to, people say, oh, teenagers, no attention. She would watch makeup videos for 45 minutes, the one person. If they like it, they'll watch it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I watch it over and over and over.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I know. This is the same as a book. If they love a book, they'll want it read over and over again. Like a video. They'll watch it over and over again. It's part of the I guess, learning process with kids too. They like it. They get that, adrenaline rush or the hormones going, oh, I like that. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah. And I think we forget that social media is meant to be social.
It's right there in the name.
In the name, people. It's, I do get a little bit antsy when I see social media experts saying, you must do this and you must do that, and it's sales techniques and what do they call it? Click funnels.
Click funnels. Yep.
I wouldn't know a click funnel if I fell over it.
I'm right with you.
But I do know that that social media is, a great way for me to get in touch with people who can really benefit from reading my books more than anything else. Like it's, we've made really great connections over social media, and you can be friends with someone who's in Caledonia and you live in Brisbane, Vegas. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, it beats being pen pals.
Yeah, it's so true. There's so many benefits like that, and no matter what, all of these things is going to be good and bad elements to it. And I think it's working out what you enjoy, and what not just what you can get out of it, but what you can give through it. Like what you can add to your work or add to other people's lives or whatever through the social media can be so good. I have one question for you though. Okay. So, like, social media is great, and I think it's in there as well as. But do you find your best connections actually do come from face-to-face, as in like school visits and markets and things like that? Like for me, that's been the biggest benefits have been in terms of what I do. I've worked with publishers who do everything on social media, and it's been great. But for me, I find that getting in amongst it with the kids and the parents and teachers, that's been the biggest benefit for me.
It still has to be end goal. Like, why are we doing this if it's not to actually go and make those connections in real life? I think you shouldn't social media for social media's sake, that there has to be a purpose. What are you doing this for? And a lot of the time it's so that you can build up your community and the thing that I love about social media and kind of where I'm at the moment is that people are finding me. Like, it's not me. I make it really easy for like-minded people or people like teachers or editors or publishers to contact me because they can find me, so I'm findable. But that's not where it stops. Like, they don't just, find me. Then it's the email saying, can you come and do a school visit? I would love you to come and be a guest speaker at this. Like, end goal always has to be face-to-face because that's where the magic happens. But for them to be able to find you so that you can then go and do all that stuff, you have to use social media for that.
To be visible. Exactly.
So what's the thing that you like best about social media?
Oh, that I like best about social media. That's a very good question. Look,
do you like social media or do you not like social media?
I've gone through big stages of being very tempted to get off all social media and have done so for a few months at a time every now and again. But look, I think it is just that being able to celebrate what people are doing and celebrating, especially like where we have a lot of people in our circles on social media who are book people and celebrating contracts and books coming out and launches, and that's really nice just to see what people are doing and to see that books are still happening and books are still getting out there and people are still writing. And yeah, so I think it's probably that. It's probably celebrating. I heard a really good thing the other day where someone was talking about Instagram, I think, but yeah, social media, but Instagram, I think, and how people say, oh, you know, everyone only posts the good stuff and all that sort of thing. And she's like, of course they do. If you have a photo album at home, you just put the good photos in of the highlights. And so this is our photo album now. And so getting to see people's photo albums is really nice, I think. And I know that's why a lot of people do social media, is so then they can print out, you know, a book of photos at the end of the year, and that's their memories.
Yeah. And, you know, and social media isn't real life. Like, you shouldn't be using it as a diary. You should be using it as, you know, I don't even use it for personal anymore. Everything, if I'm on social media, I'm at work.
Right.
Yeah. So everything is business. So I don't put anything up there that I wouldn't want a publisher or an agent to see. But I think, you know, talking about, you know, adding filters and putting good stuff up, like, what is the purpose of putting not good stuff up? Like, don't we want to use it to make everybody happy or to give value? Like, every now and again, of course, if you want to put something that's you've gone through a really tough time, if that purpose is to help other people, then go for it. But putting something on social media just that's going to drag other people down, I kind of don't get it. Why would you do that? So what's your least favorite thing about social media?
Often that thing that you just said, when people put that sort of stuff on, that I find and that's one of the reasons I took time off, because I just found
you know, when they put the what do they call it, clickbait or whatever, where they go something like well, there's another day where nothing's gone right, or you know, they put something where they want you to ask what's gone wrong. Oh my God, that annoys the bejesus out of me. Like, just tell me, like, okay, you want me to ask you what's happened or something's gone wrong or something like that. If you want me to know, just tell me. Like, too much hard work. Just tell me. That would be my thing that I don't like, when people do the whole, well, it's happened again. Oh, well, it's just, you know, that's just my life.
Yes. And do you know one of my least favorite things, not just on social media, but in the world right now, is it is what it is.
Oh.
It's like, it's happened again, but it is what it is. This is life, but it is what
you know what, Jason yelled at me the other day because I said, you do you. And I swear he went, I hate when people say that. What does that even mean? You do you. Like, oh my gosh. And it's like that. It is what it is. You do you.
Is what it is. Yeah, that's right. And what that's saying is, I think those sort of sayings are just like, we have no control over anything at all in our lives or anything else. It is what it is. And people don't want it to be just is what it is. They say that, but it's like all good. It's all good. Whenever anyone says all good, that means it's not all good.
It's not good.
Ever. Yeah. Like, literally every time.
If a woman says to you, oh no, it's fine. It's not fine. Not fine. Not fine.
Ever. Say that.
Just so you know.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, I know now. Too late. Damn it.
Well, I think that I love looking at your stuff on social media, and I think there are big things to come for you. You've got plans.
Got plans, and same with yours. Like, and even talking about, you're in the joy spreaders, and you put that positive stuff out there, which gets people excited and lets people see that there is that path as well that we can. Oh, that got very close to the camera. There's that path that we can take. This is my problem when I do videos, is I get very distracted.
What is it?
I don't know.
We're professionals, people.
So professional. I mean, just the best shots ever.
Yep. Sorry, what were you saying?
I have no idea.
That got off track quickly. Okay.
It did, but at least we stopped us ranting on social media and the bad things about and the sayings. Oh, and you know what? The only other thing about sayings, this is my last thing I'm going to rant about, is, well, one thing is, I think even when we're so connected with social media, which is why I think the face-to-face is good, I think there's a lot of disconnect in a lot of ways with social media, where it's easy just to click a thumb and click a like and click, like. It starts sort of meaning nothing over a bit of time. But also I think words lose their meaning a bit at the moment with not just it is what it is and stuff like that. Like, oh my God, that's the cutest thing ever. But then
oh my God, I say that all the time. That's so cute.
That's a cute
So
thing.
cute.
It's like the cutest thing ever. I love you. I love this so much. Like love and ever lose their meaning, I think, because it's not everything. And so
Everything
is the cutest thing ever. It's a draw. It's a nil-all draw. Everything's just the cutest thing ever. Ever. Anyway.
So yes, it does take the perspective away, doesn't it? When everything.
We could do like a little neon sign flashing above my head right now, going judgy, judgy boy,
Judgy.
judgy. Yeah. Anyway.
But you know, at the end of the day, what is social media for if not to judge other people?
That's after everything we talked about, it's just about.
Otherwise, we wouldn't follow anybody. We wouldn't have any other interaction with people. Everyone would just put their own stuff on, and we wouldn't, you know. So absolutely, there is that element of you can't help but judge other people, but at the same time, there is that quote about the iceberg where this little bit up the top is what you say and this big bit down the bottom is what you think. So you don't need to put everything you think on social media. Like, just say all the good stuff, and all the judgy McJudgy stuff, just kind of leave it in your head and God will judge you.
Yeah, exactly. And what's the old saying, you know, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
Or wait and ring Adam and have a good bit in private, not on social media.
0432720450. Ring me up and bitch all you like.
Did you just give everyone your private mobile number? Do you want me to edit that bit out?
No, I think I'm pretty safe. But if I start getting random calls.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not giving you my private number, so you've got it. But no, I'm not that level of celebrity just yet. So if you would like any financial advice, if you would like to ask for, you know, random things, please call Adam.
Anything at all. Call me for anything. Can't find this other red sock.
Need a lift to the airport?
Call me.
Whatever you need.
Even if you're not in Melbourne, wherever you are, if you need a lift to the airport, call me. I'll be there.
Especially like if you live overseas and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, Adam time. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Just call him.
It's always on my phone. I'll always answer. That's such a lie. My friend, one of my best friends, rang me 5 times. I didn't answer this morning because I was doing other stuff. I rang and I messaged him saying, I'm in my morning routine. I'll call you when I'm done. And he rang like 3 more times. I rang and said, you don't even read my messages, do you? He's like, nah.
That's a whole nother topic. Using phones for phone calls. I don't use my phone for phone calls. I will let it go to message bank and I will screen you because there is too much happening. I will have to hide in a cupboard if you want to talk to me. So text works great. Contact me via social media. That's what it's for.
Social media. Get on social media at Wally's Books. Twitter and just Twitter. I don't even know my Facebook things.
Go to his website. I'll put a link to the website there if you want to contact Adam or give him a call.
Give me a call.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.
I'll be in touch.
Call me.